Imagine a world where sunlight never reaches. 3,000 meters below the Pacific's surface, pressure crushes metal, yet life thrives. Here, something vast moves through the darkness. A sperm whale, the ocean's true leviathan. An hour ago, its heart beat 60 times per minute. Now, in this abyss, it beats only 10 times. Its body is in survival mode. It has held its breath for 45 minutes. Then it fires. It didn't come here to visit, it came to hunt. Today, we dive into the ocean's deepest mysteries. Welcome to Sperm Whale, Hunter of the Abyssal Depths. The unknown world. For most creatures on Earth, life unfolds in light. Our familiar world is illuminated by the sun. But the sperm whale inhabits a realm where light is non-existent. It is a vertical universe, stretching miles beneath the ocean's surface. A place where pressure crushes metal and where the last glimmer of sunlight never penetrates. What makes the sperm whale so extraordinary is not just its immense size or colossal power. It is our profound lack of understanding. Despite being a creature as vast as a passenger airplane, it remains virtually invisible to us. They spend over 70% of their lives in zones inaccessible to humans, so deep that even our most advanced submarines struggle to survive there for more than a few minutes. And it is in these depths that the most crucial events of their lives unfold. We extensively study lions, tigers, and sharks because we can observe them. But with sperm whales, we study shadows, echoes, and mysterious scars on their bodies. They are the closest thing Earth has to true sea monsters. Not in a terrifying sense, but in an unknown and wondrous one. Even their daily routines remain mysteries. We still don't know when they prefer to dive or how they navigate vast oceans. Sometimes scientists witness a peculiar sight, an entire pod floating vertically, like a silent forest of gray columns, motionless and asleep. Why do they sleep this way? The answer remains elusive. The language of the deep. Then there's their incredible method of communication. Sperm whales converse through a series of clicks, or codas, as scientists call them. These patterns are so intricate that some scientists believe they are not merely simple signals, but perhaps the foundational structure of a true language. Imagine a creature whose brain is 6 times larger than ours. They live in a world we have never seen, and they speak in a code we still haven't fully deciphered. Each click carries more acoustic energy than a jet engine at takeoff. These sound waves pierce through the darkness and bounce back, creating a 3-dimensional map of their surroundings. Occasionally, this deep ocean grants us a glimpse. Some fortunate divers have witnessed moments that seem impossible. You might be floating in the open blue, feeling utterly helpless and small. Suddenly, something colossal emerges, heading towards you. The whale's clicks begin much softer than you'd expect. It's deliberate. The whale is scanning you with its sonar. It's creating a complete 3-dimensional image of your lungs, your ribs, your heartbeat. It knows who you are. And then it simply floats there, observing you. Sometimes they tilt their massive bodies slightly to better interpret the echoes. Sometimes they slowly circle you, clicking in patterns that almost sound like conversation. In these rare moments, humans experience a profound sense of awe. It's not just encountering an animal, it's connecting with a different kind of intelligence. Because here's what truly makes us ponder. These creatures possess neural structures in their brains associated with empathy, love, and language in humans. And they have harbored these advanced brains for at least 15 million years longer than us. Yet, when we enter their world, vulnerable and curious, they don't attack us. They try to understand us. The hunt and the battle. The whale's sonar has found its prey. Something massive moves in the darkness ahead. Its arms are longer than a bus, lined with thousands of suckers and sharp hooks. This is the giant squid. An epic battle is about to begin between two titans of the ocean, a spectacle rarely witnessed in human history. To descend 3,000 meters means enduring pressure that could crush even a submarine. But sperm whales do it effortlessly. The massive organ in their head is actually a biological sonar cannon. The spermaceti oil inside it focuses sound like a lens, projecting it forward. This creates the famous 2300 decibel click. Their bodies are also marvels of engineering. When diving, they collapse their lungs to prevent nitrogen from dissolving into their blood. Their blood has much higher hemoglobin content than ours, which helps in oxygen storage. Their muscles are also oxygen-rich, making their flesh almost black. When they dive, their heart beats only about 10 times per minute. They essentially put themselves into a power-saving mode. The battle between whale and squid is brutal and mysterious. The whale's teeth leave circular scars on the squid's body. The squid's hooks leave marks on the whale's skin. These battles have inspired legends for centuries. Sailors called them sea devils. Some believed they were the mythical Kraken itself, dragging ships to the abyss. In 1820, this fear became reality. The whaling ship Essex was attacked by a massive sperm whale in the middle of the Pacific. Not by accident, but deliberately. The whale struck the ship twice, breaking its hull and sinking it. The crew drifted for months in lifeboats. This event inspired Herman Melville to write his famous novel, Moby Dick. The Dark History and Recovery. For centuries, humans only knew sperm whales from the ocean's surface, and that understanding was riddled with misconceptions. In the 1700s, sailors called them sea devils or leviathans. Some believed they were the mythical Kraken itself. In the 1700s, sperm whales became Earth's most valuable resource. Not for their lives, but for the special oil inside their heads called spermaceti. This oil was clear, odorless, and superior to any other oil. It burned without smoke and wouldn't freeze in extreme cold. During the Industrial Revolution, it was the best lubricant for factory machinery. It illuminated entire cities, and it was the lure of this liquid gold that began a brutal chapter in history. Whaling ships roamed the oceans for years. Whenever a whale's spout was sighted, the chase began. Humans, armed with harpoons, would leap into small boats to confront these massive creatures. The blue ocean water would turn red with whale blood. The cries of the whales in agony would spread for miles underwater. Other whales heard those calls and learned. They began to understand that these sailing ships meant death. Mothers would shield their calves with their bodies. Some fought back, crushing boats with their massive tails. But against modern weapons, they were helpless. By the mid-1800s, the oceans were teeming with whaling ships. We killed over 1 million sperm whales. Entire regional populations were wiped out. Their slow reproductive rate meant they couldn't recover from this devastation. Finally, in 1986, commercial whaling was banned worldwide. It was a new lease on life for them. Although their numbers haven't returned to previous levels, they have been saved from extinction. But the most remarkable aspect is their resilience. Despite centuries of persecution, they did not harbor hatred towards us. Whenever humans entered their world, vulnerable and curious, they extended a hand of curiosity and friendship. This is a profound lesson for us. Nature is not our enemy, rather, we are an integral part of nature. Their role in our world. The sperm whale is not just an animal, it is a living memory of the ocean. They play a vital role in regulating our planet's climate. As they ascend from the deep, they bring up vast amounts of nutrients to the ocean's upper layers. These nutrients foster the growth of phytoplankton, which produce half of our atmosphere's oxygen. In other words, the survival of a whale means the preservation of our Earth's air purity. Even after their death, they contribute to the ocean. When a dead whale's body sinks to the seafloor, it provides a food for thousands of creatures for decades. This is known as a whale fall. They teach us that intelligence is not solely the prerogative of humans. They remind us that in the depths of this vast blue world, a civilization exists that we have yet to fully comprehend. The sperm whale's existence reminds us that in this vast universe, we are not alone. Beside us, there exists an intelligence that perhaps wishes to communicate with us, to teach us something. It is our responsibility to protect them, to safeguard their world. Because if they disappear, a vast chapter of the ocean will be erased forever. These magnificent creatures are not just inhabitants of the deep, they are guardians of our planet's future. We have journeyed from the surface to the abyss and back. We have witnessed the sperm whale's incredible abilities, their mysterious language, and their profound intelligence. They are not just creatures of the ocean, they are teachers of resilience and wisdom. As we return to the light, remember this: the deep ocean holds secrets we are only beginning to understand. The sperm whale is one of Earth's greatest mysteries. Thank you for diving deep with us today.